Hello, my name is Maureen Gridley, and I am the Instructional Technology Integration Specialist for the Syracuse City School District. This is a tutorial for Blendspace. Blendspace is a free website that allows teachers to create digital lessons. You are able to pull in a bunch of different content from different mediums to create interactive lessons or playlists that your students can work through on their own. It's very useful at the independent station because students can work through it all by themselves, and it really is interesting for them. So the first thing you want to do is sign up. You would click I am a teacher. Your students would click I am a student. I already have an account, so I'm going to click log in. You can use your district email, but I prefer to use Google because it's just easier. Now here is Blendspace, and here is our dashboard. The preferred browser at this point is Internet Explorer. If you run into issues at school using Blendspace, please make sure you do a help desk ticket telling IT which browser you're using and what your problem is, with specific details. IT has been wonderful about fixing the issues, and we've run into a few problems just because upgrades and changes that Blendspace has been making, and it doesn't really work well with our network, but then IT fixes it and we're fine. So just please make sure that you do help desk tickets when you run into the issues, and let me know, and then I can let Manami know. So this is your dashboard. You can also go to your lessons, which looks the same, basically. And then your classes, and I will show you in a little bit how to create a class. And then the lessons library, where you can search already made Blendspace lessons. So we're going to go back to the dashboard, and we are going to create a new lesson, and we're going to give it a title. We are going to title it Prime Numbers. So here are your boxes, and as your students work through the playlist, they will see them in this order. So that's the way you'll want to organize it. You get 6 boxes to begin with, and you can add a row as many times as you want. And it auto saves, which is nice. So right here, you can either drop your resources in from over on the right-hand side, or you can add text or add a quiz. So I will show you how to do all of those things. So first we're going to drop in some resources. So you can search over here the TES resources. So you can search any topic you want. You can also search YouTube videos. You can search Google, and it searches the web and images. You can search Flickr for pictures. You can search Guru, which is similar to Blendspace. It has playlists. You can insert a website, or a web page. So if you had a Prezi or an EduCreations whiteboard presentation or a Khan Academy video, you can just paste the URL right in here. You can upload media and files from your computer or from a thumb drive, and I will show you how to do that as well. You can also upload files from Dropbox or Google Drive. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to upload media. So I have a directions sample. It's right here. I'm going to remove it. It's on here a couple times. But I want you to actually see what it looks like. So it's a Word document that I just typed up the directions for the students. So to find anything, any kind of handout, any Word document, Excel, spreadsheet, PowerPoint, anything like that, you would just click Browse. And it brings you to my documents, and then I'm just going to search my documents just like I would if I was attaching a Word document to my email. So I just click on it and click open, and it pops it right here, and then you just grab it and drop it in. Right here it shows you that it's a Word document by the icon. You can click in here and type in a description. Sorry. If you do a longer description, I'm just going to do directions. And then we're going to go to the second square, and we are going to go over to YouTube and type in prime numbers. I strongly suggest you preview all of the videos or anything that you find on here before you put it into your lesson. So we are going to do that one, and this one's a Khan Academy, so if I had the URL, I could pop it in the URL one, the insert a web page, or you can just pull it from YouTube. I'm going to pop in a couple. We can also search, search prime numbers for us. We can grab this file and pop it in. It shows us that it's a presentation, so this is a Word document, this is a presentation, and these are videos, you can tell by the icons. So now I'm going to add a quiz. So I just click on it and I say, which is a prime number? So here are my answers. Which is a prime number? 6, 8, 5, or 9. So the correct answer is 5, and we tell it, we select which one's right, and then we hit done. And now we can add a row, so you can see how easy it is to add a row. And you don't have to fill in everything if you add a row. I mean, it doesn't have to be 3, 6, 9, and so on. You can just staff whatever you're done. And then I'm going to add text so you can see what it looks like to add text. Just like in a Word document, you can change, you can make it bold, italicize it, underline it. You can change the color. So I'm going to make it blue, and I'm going to make it big. 28. Please turn to your neighbor to the left and give them 3 examples of prime numbers. And it didn't turn blue, but we can highlight it and turn it blue. Although this sometimes doesn't work, and clearly it's not right now. But that might be the browser I'm using. Even though Internet Explorer is the least glitchy right now. But I can also make it bigger. I can make it bold. There we go. So now you can see the text is right here, and this icon tells you it's text. So now we're done. And this is it. This is our lesson. So there's a couple different things that we can do. So we can share our lesson with our classes that are already here, or we can create a new class, which I will show you how to do. You can change the privacy, so who can see it? Only me, anyone, only people with the link, and my students. And which resources can be copied? All resources, including mine that I put in, only public resources, or none. So I'm going to put all resources. You can also allow somebody to co-author it. So this is where you would put an email address for a teammate or another teacher if you want them to be able to change this and assign it to their students. You can also send them this URL. So we are not going to share it with one of these classes because I want to show you guys how it looks to add a class. So this is our prime numbers lesson. It's auto-saved, which is good. So now we're going to go to classes. And we are going to create a new class. So we are going to create LTG, which is you guys, and it doesn't matter what grade level you pick, but we're going to create a class. And this is our students' class code. So when they go to log on, this is the class code that they are going to type in, which you will see in a minute. You can either, you can send them to this code or to this URL, or you can just tell them to just Google Blendspace. This would be what you would type on like a direction card for them when they're at the Independence Station. So close it, and then we want to go back to our lesson and assign it to them. So I'm going to go down and find my prime numbers. So this one, I have 2. Let me see which one. Yep, this one is it. So we are going to share it, and we are going to assign it to LTG. We can assign it to all of them if we want. We could also email the link right here or embed it on a website using this embed code. We could send it out via Twitter, email, Facebook. We could get a QR code. But I would say the easiest way to use it in your classroom right now would just be to assign it to the students and then show them. You could walk them through as like a whole group activity the first time, how to log on to your class. So we're going to X out of that. And then I'm going to sign out. And then we are going to sign up as a student. So I am a student, and I'm going to put in, what's my first name? So my first name is Maureen, and my last name is Ganley. And my email, my username that I want is mganley, and we'll see if it's available. Email is optional, which is great for the younger kids. They do not have to put an email at all. And then the password, just like with everything else, we either recommend that you use the school name or your last name as their password, whatever is easier for you guys. And then we're going to register. All right, so here I am, and I have no lessons yet, but I just have to join my class right here. And my teacher gave me a class code, which was JGOU, and I use that code, and here's my prime numbers. And it will tell me the last time it was edited. I can share it, and it tells me how many people have viewed it, which is pretty cool. So I can view it or copy it. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click play. The options up here were less, obviously, than my dashboard as a teacher. So the kids can print it, which you probably don't want them to in most cases, but they can play it, and then all of the tiles appear big. If they are logged in, they can add a comment, and they can see other comments. They can also say if they like it, like they can rate this, and then they can just go ahead and work through it. So your directions might want to tell them to work through it in order and not skip, whatever you want. This is the PowerPoint, and then which is the prime number. That submits it back to my teacher, and I got it right because it says green. Woohoo! And then that's the last one, and I can X out of it. So it really is useful. The teachers can then see who's viewed it and how they did on the questions. So it's a really useful site. If you have any questions, please email me or Brenda. You can also talk to your librarian or your facilitator. We're hoping that everybody starts using Blendspace. The reason we did this tutorial was because there were some technical issues back in the fall, and people kind of, even if they were using it initially, they kind of gave up because it wasn't totally user-friendly. But IT has been great about fixing it, so we would really like to see some lessons using Blendspace. You can also do lessons using any of the other tools that we've taught you, so SimBlue lesson plans, Edpuzzle, or EduCreations. So if you have any questions, please reach out to one of us and keep up the great work. Thanks.